Oh, nice one. You're like an inch with the bullseye, and you're right level with it.
Hi loves! Welcome back to my channel. It's Marisol here. I hope all is well. And for those who's new here, hi, nice to meet you. My name is Marisol and thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I am going to take you with us to the shooting range. It is called Clark County Shooting Facility here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is actually my second time, but this time Chris is going to the shooting with me. So, tara! Samahan niyo ako.
5 minutes till break. 5 minutes till the break.
Very good. I guess that's the way it is. I maybe didn't even notice it before. All right, so the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is do this with your hands. So you form and leave a triangle in the middle. Put it over the X in front of you. And yep, and slowly bring it back to your face, all the way back, and tell me what eye it goes over. Time just to be sure. Straight out. Just pull it back. Is it still over your right eye? Okay. It's just telling you that you're right eye dominant. Are you both right-handed as well?
Yeah.
Good. That's actually easier for me. I can't I have a hard time demonstrating with a gun in my left hand. I just don't hold it normally that way. I'm gonna bring over just any one of these. There's just dummy guns, just rubber. They don't do anything. They would hurt if I threw it in because they're a little heavy. But that way,
The first time I did this, I closed my right eye
yeah.
to shoot, and then my left eye is open. What does it mean? I just do it with my comfortable way.
So it just you automatically did it because if you're right eye dominant, generally that says that you're viewing things with your right eye and focusing more with your right eye. So we're gonna watch, and when you do that, so like if you look at the board, point at the board with both eyes open, like put your finger at the X. Okay, when you have it on the X, close your right eye. Does it move?
Yeah,
Close your left eye.
it didn't move.
It's back on the X.
Yeah, so I think.
So
I
you're
have to
probably
close
more
my-
R left
on
eye.
the left eye. Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
Because that's the way you can tell.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, if you point at something that you always look at.
Yeah,
If I close my right eye, it's almost off the board.
yeah. So I'm gonna close the left eye instead.
Yeah.
this time.
All right. So we're gonna get right to showing you guys the guns. I'm gonna show you just basic things on how we're gonna hold them, and then we'll go over the specifics of the gun that you may be holding. Because we're gonna grip them the same. Pretend this is a table for me. So when you guys reach down and grab your gun, this is gonna be the hand that controls it. So we're gonna want to have our best grip on here. I want to get the apex of my hand right up in nice and tight in here. So when it's on the table, I automatically bend it, and I put my finger and run it up alongside the barrel in the slide, because I don't want my finger anywhere near that trigger until we are actually all set up and ready to shoot. So I'm grabbing it like this. I'll even tilt the gun up a little bit so I can get my thumb underneath, and then I'm gonna lift it off the table and hold it up straight. So both of you, will you want to grab it for me? Grab it up. Don't finger off the trigger, please. Yeah, keep your finger off the trigger. There you go. And then when you have it up here, I want you to turn it this way. Open up your thumb. Take your other hand. Lay as much of the heel of your hand as you can on the real estate of the gun. There you go. And I just want you to come forward to that, like finger off that trigger. Like, I'm going to move your hand forward right there. Just like that. And that looks good. You want to have as much of your hand on there because that's also supporting. That's your supporting hand. So when we have it in our hand, we should be able to turn our wrist and go straight out and go straight on. Your thumbs can lay alongside the gun, and that won't cause any problem whatsoever. They can be loose, movable. They don't have to have a death grip on it. When you pull it in here, finger off the trigger still. This is our resting position. So when you're shooting and you're like, my arms are sore, because they will be sore. Bring it back here, take a rest. Gives you a chance to look at your target, see what you're shooting, because you're out here, we're focusing more on what we're doing. So when we're ready to shoot, we just join back out, and then we're ready to go. The next thing, when you're holding your gun out here like this, I want you to see that your front sight out here is the sight you're focusing on. That's where you're putting on your target. It's going to be some of you. For one of you, it might be on the X. It could be above the X. It could be below the X. It'll be dependent upon you personally. So try with it on the X at first, and then we're going to see. Once we see where your first shot goes, then we'll maneuver it around and figure out what works for you. It might be a little bit under, it might be a little bit above. It's all about the person actually holding the gun. Look at you. We have a huge height difference here. There's a lot of things that are going to make differences here. So we're going to be holding out, and when we're holding out, my front sight, once I get it on my paper where I want it, I'm going to line it up in between, evenly between the two rear sights, and hold it there. And then, right, you have a little sight anyway. Yeah, so yes, until you see the red. She does not have that. So it's eventually, I'm going to probably have you switch guns just so you can see the differences. And then when you are ready to shoot, I want you to take a deep breath, and then you're going to lower your finger onto the trigger, but I only want you try to keep the trigger in the soft spot of your finger. Don't go to the first knuckle, because when you go to the first knuckle, you're pulling it one way or the other. Keep it in the soft spot, and you're going to press until the gun goes off. And some of them have long trigger pull. You'll find it'll go quickly back to a certain area, and you can hold it up and feel it if you want. Just feel it go back. You can feel what that first little bit is. It'll pull back easily to a point. You go back and pull it a little bit, Mary. Right there, that's your wall. So you'll get back to that first one quickly. You feel yours? It's like a wall. We call it a wall. When you get to the first spot, okay, so pull your trigger back a little bit. You feel that it will go easily back to a certain point, then it gets hard. That's your wall. Once you get to that point, you're going to be giving more pressure to pull back, but I want you to keep pulling steadily. Don't jerk it. Because when you jerk it, that's when you go up or down or off or over. Alright? So, what we're going to do is put one bullet in for each of you to start with, just so that I know there's only one bullet in the gun. So you get to feel what it feels like when it goes off. Alright? You can lay the guns down. You want to open up your crisp at the same time, your ammunition.
Is it just me, or is there flies everywhere?
There's flies everywhere. You must be particularly sweet because they're loving you right now. I'm going to dump them out. It's easier to work with for you. And I'm going to show you a little tool as well. I have a tool that will help you go over faster. This tool is called an ablula or a maglula. You have a different kind of tool here that you could use if you want to try it. I'm going to show you how this one, hopefully I can show you how this one works. It works the way I think it does. Tool, you just push it down and underneath. You do one here, and I'll keep pushing it to the. Then the next one, if you want to do it without the maglula, you push it underneath and push under. So down and back. Yep, you got to push it in the front. Well, start here. Nope, start here. Down. There you go. But then if you want to use this, only do one for right now. I'll show you that you can use my tool if you like. Because this you push down. Yeah, it helps you push. You just load this. Yeah. It makes loading a lot faster, especially if you don't want to kill your thumbs the first time you're shooting. So this can really make it go a lot faster for you. And then it gets you on back to shooting a lot quicker. What is this one here? 17. And when you get to the top, it'll push down a little bit harder. You just push until it doesn't go anymore. Okay, so that one's full. And you can tell you'll see brass all the way down there. Yep. If I tilt it, I can see right there. Okay, so we're going to grab your one that you have. When you're on target shooting, they're nice because you're not spending all your time sitting here filling the magazines because you can get it done fast. Alright, so take the one that you only have one in. Pick up your gun again. Like I said, with finger alongside the trigger, not on it. Take your magazine. Oh, you don't put your hand on yet because you got to put your magazine in. So one thing only, I want to turn it the other way because the bullet's going to come out going that direction. There you go. Pop it in the bottom. You already did. Push it all the way up. Don't put it, keep it all the way up. That's okay. Pull it towards the back guy. Alright, good job. Alright, now we want to get your hand. Like I told you how to hold your hand on there. So you're going to push this up a little farther. There, get a nice firm grip. Alright, and you get your firm grip. Now, you cannot have your thumb behind. That comes back and it will break it. And last thing I want to do is do people with you. Dr. Talk. Okay, you have two ways. You're gonna need that hand for a second anyway. You have two ways of getting your round into the chamber. So one way is you have that little lever that's next to you. Sometimes those levers are not easy to push down. You might have it on both sides. You have a lever here, and you can have it over here. You're ambidextrous on that one. You can push that down. If you choose to push it down, you have it here too. It will put the bullet into the chamber. Push down. Yep. There. That was easy for you. How was yours? Hard? Yes. Good. Hold on. Somebody comes along and startles you, and you accidentally pull that trigger. It's going to go down to ricochet. It's going to hurt somebody. It's going to be the table. We don't want any of that. All right, so feet shoulder width apart. You feel comfortable. All right, arms out. When you're ready, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, slowly press that trigger back all the way. And after you're done, hold it there and bring it back to the resting position at your stomach. There you go. Bring it back. How'd it feel? You're up there by the name, but you won't be there long. He's ready for the bullseye. He'll be there
I
long.
think this is a little heavy than what I used last July.
There you go. See? Yeah. Oh, you're not ready? Sorry.
Oh, like what the heck?
I thought you guys were at yours on. All right, pull out your magazine. Just push the button and eject the magazine. You can eject the magazine on the other side here by pushing that button. Okay, tell me when you're all ready.
Wow, this is a little heavy,
It's a
powerful
lot more
than it
powerful
was.
than the 22.
Because
lot
when
more.
I release it, my arms like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I went all the way.
So you're gonna work on. What we're gonna do. If this is gives you a lot of movement, put one leg back. You pick whichever one's comfortable. Put one leg back because that'll let you move forward a little.
Because last time it's lighter.
You ready? Thank you. Okay, grab the gun.
Okay.
Grab your full magazine this time, and this time when you shot the one, you can keep on shooting.
Okay.
But don't go boom, boom, boom. Stop, breathe, make sure you're paying attention, focus, and aim. And I'm going to be watching both of you. Probably more her because I don't want her to go flying.
Do this like that.
Yep, just put it in. Yep, now pull it back or push the lever. The lever works for you. Now if you pull it back, let go right away. Perfect. All right, you guys ready?
Hang on.
Get your good hand position. Not both fingers on the trigger, only one. And you can put that, actually should be underneath.
Okay.
Hugging tight. So can I ask you to lean forward a little bit? There. I want you to lean your whole body forward, like you're leaning into it.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, take a shot. Yours looks good. Keep going. Look, you're already down farther. Okay, now make sure you're pointing at your target and try to line it up in between these two. Where'd your third one go? Oh, still good.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at, she's already in the black. Keep doing it. Very good. Look at 3 shots in and she's in the black. Good deal. We gotta keep him in the black. So when you're going and shooting, make sure you're keeping your stance so that you're not dropping because you look like you're down.
The 5th one was the one that's on the X-ray.
Okay, on the perfect. I'm gonna keep her in the black. If your arm gets sore, pull it back for a second. Give your second a chance to breathe. Because this is gonna be sore too when you're done. But you're doing. Look at you started there. Look where you are already.
Yeah, it's probably because I'm not used to it because it's lighter when it
Yeah.
first time.
And 9mm are a much heavier gun and a much stronger round than a 22.
I can feel it's heavy because I do like that
Yeah.
earlier.
So if you feel yourself jerking back, then try to put your legs forward a little more and go into it. Because then you're pushing forward and
Yeah.
you're going towards it.
I think I actually did it last time.
And if you need to, lean up against this.
Okay.
Because you can use that as support.
Yeah, but you're not going to have that in real life.
No, but it's our first day. We teach people for your first day, use all the tools you have until you're comfortable and then back up and start standing like you should. Because some people are small and it doesn't take much, you're out of ammo. Okay, so when you do that, leave the gun around, take your finger off the trigger right away. Because that gun always has to be pointed in the direction. Okay? You can pop out your magazine and go ahead and fill it. And if you want to use it, you can. Very good. Okay, now you're out of ammo. I know because when you're shooting, you don't see that it's holding back, but when it goes out of ammo, it'll lock back for you. All you have to do is take your finger off the trigger, tilt it to the side, push your button, take it out, and start filling, and you just lay your gun down. I'll help you fill because I know it's harder than the thing. That was really good. After your first shot, you just walked right down and stayed in the black. You went out on the bottom at the last minute, but you still did good. You even ripped the paper. I don't know how you did that one.
Yeah, my first time I got like five shots almost in the X.
Really?
And then the instructor said, "Oh my God, you're good and first timer."
Yeah. And that was what kind of gun were you shooting that time at 22?
What was that, baby?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3, well, maybe June.
So it's really awesome that she went to a heavier gun and is still doing so well.
Well, I figured since that's what we had at home and that's the most common.
And also the hardest to find ammo for right now because it's the most common.
Well, I was smart.
Did you buy a bunch when it was still out there?
Well, they were only allowing 100 at a time.
You went every day. Do halfway. So you gotta push down a little bit to push it down, and then halfway it, you push it. You gotta get, there, you got it. At the range, though, my tool is nice. But like, say you're in a situation you're at home in your closet, you're never gonna be able to find your Magula to be feeling it. You're gonna have to feel for it. So you learn to feel and push. And when you get to a point, like if your hands can't push that hard, some of these are the springs are so hard that if you can't push it, fill it to as much as you can. You don't have to have a full one every time. You fill it to where your thumb isn't hurting so bad that you don't want to shoot anymore. Because the last thing you want to do is be in pain, so that's the last thing you remember about what the day was like. Like, I'm in so much pain. Like, I'm there. I made it all the way. I'm surprised my thumb hurt. And you can stretch, but it's hard to master because people instinctively let the finger go. Can you tell what you're doing when you're doing it?
Oh, I keep on aiming higher and I keep on hitting in the same place.
Okay, so do it one more time. I'm gonna watch your finger, and okay, so how far are you on your finger? Are you going all the way into this spot to pull it, or are you right
No,
here?
I'm in the crease.
Okay, you don't want to be in the crease. You got to be in your soft spot
Alright.
because when you get to your crease, you have a tendency to pull one way, you can pull down. Try it in your soft spot.
Alright.
So now then, aim up. Are you aiming below, on, or at the bullseye? I know you're going
I'm
at.
trying to aim at the bullseye. Before I was trying to do that circle.
Okay, so now when you're going for the bullseye, are you below it, above it, or on it with your sight here?
Well, my hands are so shaky, it's hard to tell.
You were amongst good people because I tell you what, a lot of our people are way older than us. And so when they're up here, they all naturally shake. So we've got movement going all the time. And your body is always moving. Unless you are unconscious, and I don't even know if that even applies, your body is always moving. If you had a laser sight, line it up in between. Take one shot, take a look at how it looks. Ignore the red dot. Try to ignore the red dot. And when you're looking, don't readjust. Your eye and focus stay on the front sight here. Not on that. Once you've got it there, you have to trust that where you have it is where you meant to put it. And then take a deep breath and then shoot it. And then we'll adjust. If that doesn't work, we're going to go up a little. We'll go up on top of the X. Some people are above it, some people are below it, some people are right on it. And you are doing fine. You're on the board.
So I'm gonna put this
Yep.
again.
Yep. All right. Now let me show me how you're gonna hold it.
Oh.
I just want to see you got your hand position on there. You clearly got a great command of that hole right there. All right. You wanted this. Remember, at your target, line it up in between evenly. Once you have that, take your deep breath and take your shot. But your
I'm
hand,
gonna
your hand.
try. Did you tell me what I was doing the right eye closed last time? What happened was that, and the instructor didn't tell me anything about it.
Okay. So this time, pick one of your eyes to close, shoot it, and I'll tell you where you hit it.
You want me to close the right eye this
Yeah,
time?
close the right eye. Okay, that's down and off. Down, do the left eye. I didn't see where that one went. I'm
You
looking
want
at
to do
one
it one more
area,
time?
and I didn't even see where that one went.
Okay, I'm closing the left eye right now.
Maybe
okay?
Chris will watch with us. Chris, will you come and watch with us? She's closing one eye, and we want to see where it hits, and I missed her last one.
Okay, I'm closing the right eye this time.
Okay. Oh, that's way over there on the 8.
Yeah, that went out.
Or the
the
6.
outer ring.
Okay. Yeah, you're way out in the 6. You see where there's black above and below it? We agree, right?
No, I'm
Bottom up.
closing the left eye.
It was
this
the
time.
second ring.
Okay. So now we're watching this one to see she's closing the other eye. now you're in the black, above the
So-
9, about 2 inches up. Now keep both eyes open.
Both eyes open?
Yep. Okay, so you're a little farther out, but you're down below the 8. You saw the same one, right?
Yeah, it was in the third ring or the second ring off the X.
Yep.
Okay. I think yeah, I have to just practice doing well in real life. You're not gonna close your eyes.
No, hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully you actually know what you're shooting at.
Yeah.
So it is a matter of practice, but you saw the one that you threw away, the one that you closed first, is not your dominant eye, because that threw it way out here.
So the left eye is the
Yes. Yep.
for targeting.
Yeah, so if you gotta sight it in with your right eye, but then what I want you to do is practice opening both your eyes, but don't change or adjust anything. Just open them. If it's blurry, you just concentrate on this. If that's blurry and that's blurry, that's okay.
Yeah, that's
just
what I'm
shoot.
doing right here. What you told me.
Yeah, so you want to watch this. Once you got it all sighted in, watch only that. Because that could go a little blurry, because your eye can only focus on one thing at a time. So that could be blurry, that'll be blurry, but that is what you're
I
looking at.
focus here on top, right?
Right, or right on the white dot.
On the way back.
Yeah. But this is good, at least you got to watch it. Was your last one that bullseye? You are good at hitting, you're only about an inch below it though.
I was started aiming higher.
And so you're above the X, and that's getting you closer now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, where'd she go? I can't see where she went. Gotta be behind her.
Hang on, let me rest.
That's fine. You're doing fine. You're just staying all to the left side of the X. So you're just going to keep practicing, working on the eyes. And so that when you're actually putting it on the X, you might want to focus yours just a little bit to the right of the X for now. Just pull it over closer. Yeah, because you only have 2 on the right side of it. All the rest are just right in a nice row. But you understand, if you were shooting someone for self-defense, you've gotten that person, you have stopped that threat because you're getting the body mass all along here. He has went and taken
Wow,
right
baby,
out.
you're
As a-
doing great. Look at that.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. He's hurt them badly, and some like unrecoverable badly in his areas. And behind yours, there was already a fistful that the last lady put through there. She did a whole. That's why when you start doing the circle, I'm like, this sounds just like my last person. She took the whole middle right out, but she probably put 200 rounds through it too.
Yeah.
So, and you guys are doing this on 50 rounds. So you guys, what questions do you have right now?
Shooting on that other gun.
On your, what kind did you have?
A Taurus.
Okay.
That was the only thing that was in stock. Was this
Well, and I've had a lot of tourists out here lately. And so that is, as long as you keep it in good working condition, it'll should be fine. We've had a lot of people from out here with them. Look at Tom, he's just having a good time over here shooting. Ooh, nice one. You're like an inch with the bullseye and you're right level with it.